I think I just met one of the master builders. Really fast. It smells amazing. Wait, what is this? Most people think about pyramids, but a person wasn't made of just a body and a soul. I'm standing here right now. Behind me, one of the greatest construction projects in human history is happening, and today we're going to explore this incredible world together. Guys, look at this. The Great Pyramid isn't finished yet. I'm literally watching history happen right now. I think these workers are wondering where I came from, and honestly, I don't know how I'm going to explain this phone. So this is incredible. They wet the sand in front of the sled to make the heavy stones slide easier. That's actually genius. They move these giant stones by hand? No way. Okay, let me try. Oh, wow. This thing is unbelievably heavy. I can't believe I'm standing here watching the Great Pyramid being built. Thousands of years from now, people will still be talking about this place. I found a bakery. Guys, ancient Egyptians are making fresh bread right here. And it smells amazing. Without the Nile, none of this would exist. This river is basically the heartbeat of ancient Egypt. These giant limestone blocks are coming from miles away. I can't believe thousands of people coordinate this every single day. I think I'm actually standing on one of the construction ramps they used to build the pyramid. This view is unbelievable. I think I just met one of the master builders. Look at these drawings. They've planned everything. This place is like a giant construction marketplace. Food, tools, ropes, everything needed to build a wonder of the world. I don't think any photo or video from my time could ever capture how beautiful this place looks at sunset. Tonight, the workers are telling stories and singing. It's strange. I don't feel like a visitor anymore. Everyone is rushing somewhere. Wait, I think the pharaoh himself is about to arrive. This is the biggest moment since I got here. Oh, wow, look at this procession. The music, the guards, the banners. This feels like watching history's biggest parade. I can actually see him. That's the pharaoh. Thousands of years later, people will still know his name. This isn't just construction. It's a sacred project. Every part of this ceremony has meaning. People often think ancient civilizations were primitive, but these people are incredibly organized and surprisingly advanced. I've just entered one of the most beautiful places I've seen in ancient Egypt. Look at these carvings. Imagine trying to read this without knowing the language. Every symbol tells part of a story. This is probably the closest anyone from my time could ever get to seeing how the Great Pyramid was actually built. Uh-oh, I think a sandstorm is coming. Everyone is packing up really fast. Okay, this is officially the strongest sandstorm I've ever experienced. I can barely keep my eyes open. The storm is finally over. Look at this, as the entire construction site looks completely different this morning. I've been watching these engineers all morning. Every measurement is checked over and over again. Nothing here is random. People thousands of years from now are going to argue about how this was built. But honestly, these engineers are incredibly smart. I've been allowed to follow one of the senior builders today.
The stone is strong.
This might be the closest I'll get to learning their secrets. Look at the size of this block. I honestly can't believe they're moving something this heavy without modern machinery. I finally figured out what happens before the stones reach the pyramid. They're carefully shaped right here. This is the closest I've ever been to the actual structure. The scale is impossible to understand until you're standing here. One thing still amazes me. How did they align this structure so accurately without modern technology? The stars aren't just decoration in their beliefs. They're actually helping guide the construction. Wait, what is this? I think I've just found plans for a hidden chamber inside the pyramid. Last night, I found plans showing a hidden chamber. Today, I'm gonna find out if it's actually real. I never imagined I'd be standing inside the Great Pyramid while it's still being built. These workers are heading somewhere deep inside the structure. I'm trying not to lose them. I think this could become one of the most important rooms in the entire pyramid.
That's strange. Nobody is allowed beyond this point. What are they hiding back there?
After hours underground, it feels good to see sunlight again. But I have even more questions now. If we want to understand the pyramid, we need to see where the stones actually come from. This is where the pyramid truly begins. Every single stone starts its journey right here. Standing here at the quarry, I finally understand the scale of this project. The pyramid isn't just a building, it's an entire civilization working together. These scribes record everything. Honestly, they're probably the reason historians know so much about ancient Egypt. This place is incredible. Everything feels designed to show power, order, and wealth. These people aren't moving stones themselves, but they're helping manage one of the biggest projects in human history. I've spent so much time at the pyramid that I almost forgot ancient Egypt is a whole civilization, not just one giant construction project. Look at all this trade. The Nile isn't just a river, it's the economic engine of the entire kingdom. To us, it's a monument. To them, it's something much bigger, a bridge between earth and the heavens.
The gods send blessings from above.
The more I learn, the more I realize every part of this structure has meaning. This isn't just a celebration. It's a moment that connects religion, leadership, and the future of the pyramid. Guys, I think I've just been invited to a royal feast. This is definitely not how I expected my day to go. Listen to this. We're hearing music that people won't hear again for thousands of years. There he is again. It's still hard to believe I'm seeing one of history's most powerful rulers with my own eyes. These guards aren't just ceremonial. They're highly trained and incredibly disciplined. Something interesting is happening. The master builders are discussing plans away from everyone else. Construction has stopped. Everyone's attention is focused on something happening up there. Supervisors rushing to coordinate assistance. This reminds me that behind every stone in this pyramid are real people risking their lives every day. Even after everything that happened today, construction continues. The determination here is unbelievable. I've spent weeks trying to understand how this project works.
It's about the angles here.
And tonight, I finally learned something incredible. This isn't just about building a tomb. It's about creating something they believe will last forever. Today, we're leaving the pyramid site behind. I've heard the story of the Great Pyramid actually starts far away from Giza. Everywhere I look, life depends on this river. Ancient Egypt wouldn't exist without it. Most people think about pyramids, but these farmers are the reason the whole kingdom survives. This is what everyday life looks like for most people in ancient Egypt. The stones used for the pyramid travel an incredible distance before reaching Giza. I'm following their journey step by step. We finally made it. This quarry is where thousands of pyramid stones begin their journey. Look at the precision of this work. These craftsmen know exactly what they're doing. The way they strike the copper chisels and wooden wedges is incredible. Just look at the detail. Standing here, I finally understand something. The Great Pyramid isn't just one construction site, it's an entire net. Today we're exploring something just as important as the pyramid itself, the Egyptian belief in the afterlife. This temple isn't just a place of worship. It's part of a much larger spiritual journey. These people genuinely believe the pharaoh will need food, drink, and supplies in the next life. Just look at all of this. Look at these artists. Everything they're painting is meant to survive for thousands of years. These aren't decorations. They're messages, records, and spiritual instructions all at the same time. The Egyptians believed a person wasn't made of just a body and a soul. Their view was much more complex. The atmosphere here completely changes at sunset. Everything feels more mysterious. The atmosphere here completely changes at sunset. Everything feels more mysterious.
He just told me something I can't stop thinking about. He says the pyramid will make the pharaoh immortal, not in body, but in memory. You know what? He might be right. Thousands of years later, people still talk about these pyramids, these rulers, and these builders.
Today I've been given access to an area where preparations are being made for the pharaoh's eternal journey. This is something very few people ever get to see. I never expected to find something this peaceful in the middle of ancient Egypt. This place feels completely different after dark. It's beautiful, but also a little unsettling.
I've been told a special ritual takes place tonight. Nobody will explain exactly what it means.
Something strange is going on. I've overheard officials discussing a problem they don't want anyone else to know about. Rumors are spreading through the royal administration. I wasn't supposed to hear this conversation, but it sounds like there's disagreement among some of the people running the project. Wow, I can't believe I'm seeing this. This is it. This must be what I was looking for. I've been comparing construction records, and something doesn't add up. Some documents seem to be missing.